Hello everybody. Just wanted to throw up a quick video. Apologize for not getting one out before the end of the weekend. It's just been so bloody hot here. It's actually pretty dangerous to be outside during the day here in North Texas as of late. Although it has cooled down a little bit over the last couple of days, which is nice. So just wanted to do a follow-up video on a couple of modifications I've made and have been waiting for just to see or to show you guys if this is something you might be interested in. First thing to talk about is the Lamin-X. People have been recommending this to me as a way to cover up the lights with a different color. They come as an LED cool white, which does a fair good job of avoiding bugs, but it's been my experience not good enough. So the problem with the porch light is that when you have that on, and you get bugs crowding around your door. So when you try to get into your camper, you end up with a whole bunch of bugs coming in with you. So I got this. It's a universal 8x8 2 sheets, and it's a yellow color. So that way yellow is supposed to be the best non-attractant for bugs. And so I'm going to put this on the porch lights. I'm going to stick it on the shower light and on the kitchen light, and then I'm going to leave the other lights alone. When you consider where everybody congregates, shower light's important. You don't want bugs when you're trying to take a shower, and the kitchen light's important. You don't want bugs when you're trying to cook food at night. So hopefully that will help. And you can just order these online directly from them. I can't remember what I paid for this. It wasn't much, but it's out of Georgia, and it'll take a couple days to get to you. So just an option. These are normally used for like headlights and things of that nature, so they're designed to stick to lenses like this, which is why I got this. And like I said, it was recommended by a couple other people that had these trailers. Okay, second thing I wanted to show everybody is the emergency water supply. So as you guys know, these trailers come with 31 gallons of water, which is great if it's just a couple of people. It can last you probably 3, maybe 4 days, depending on how much water you use. However, when you're dealing with more than 2 people, say maybe you have an audience of 5 that you're camping with, which is something that I've done recently, I found that 31 gallons ran out in about 2.5 days. Now, to be fair, we were doing dishes every time we cooked. We were, all 5 people were taking showers. So we were using quite a bit of water, but it was a good exercise in understanding if you didn't conserve, could you get through a good long weekend with the water that's on board? And the answer to that is probably not. So you'd have to do some sort of conservation. Either that means using paper plates, plastic cups, things that you have to throw away, which I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just wash dishes and conserve that way, from not polluting the earth. So with that being said, there are some options for people like us. One of them is this front runner 42 liter jug. They sell these for the slimline racks, and I think the slimline too. They do not sell them for the rack that comes with your off-grid trailer. So I only mention that because there's 2 ways you can buy these things if you buy them from Front Runner. One is with the bracket and one is without. Do it without. The bracket will not fit. I've already tried. It's a waste of your money. Just go with the jug itself and use ratchet straps to ratchet it down to your roof rack. Now, why is that important? Well, one of the challenges that I had with doing water in the field is if you've got 5-gallon water cans, they're a pain in the ass to put in this. You have to tip the jug upside down. You have to have a hose like this. It's extremely painful to try to reload this in the field. So I thought, why not take advantage of gravity? And I'll show you how I have this thing mounted. There's a couple of things you need to be aware of if you decide to buy one of these, just to show you kind of what you're going to have to go through. So Front Runner sells these things. This attachment point is 1/2 inch, which does not work for American 3/4 inch hoses. So the first thing you have to do is buy an adapter. So that costs about $6. You can get it at Home Depot, get it at Lowe's, wherever. And then you're going to want a spigot like this. There's a number of different kinds. They have right angles, they have 45s, they have straights like this one. But you're going to want something that's going to shut the water off, right? And then when you want to use this thing, you fill it up. And this is 42 liters, about 11 gallons. So now you have 42 gallons of water total between the 31 in the tank and the 11 on here. So again, this is an emergency, right? So if you run out in the tank, you're going to want to reload it with at least 11 gallons to get you through the rest of the day. And then you at least know you need to start conserving. So the idea is you hook a little 3 to 4 foot hose up to it. You kind of unscrew the cap once you've got it full so it can let air in, all right? That way you don't create a vacuum. And then you just flip the switch. Now the cool thing is, gravity is a wonderful thing. So as you can hear, we're now reloading. So putting 11 gallons of water directly into the tank using gravity without having to hold up a stupid can. It's ratcheted down to the roof so you can take it with you. It's good to go. So just one of those little tips out there for those of you that are looking into these things and feel like 31 gallons is not enough. There is an option. And like I said, I recommend just buying the jug itself. Avoid getting the bracket. It will not fit on this. If you want to get the bracket, you can. It'll just work on slim lines. Other types of roof racks that Front Runner sells, it will not work with the one that you get with Off-Grid. Off-Grid does sell one of these directly to Canada, but this one you can get in the States. I find that this design's a little bit better. The one that you can get from Canada is a little more rugged. It's got brass fittings, but it also costs a lot more. So it's easier just to get the cheaper version without the bracket, ratchet it down, and now you have 11 gallons that you can put into your tank. So hopefully that's been useful to everybody. I do plan to get out for the 4th of July, so I'll have another camping video shortly. And then on the weekend of the 9th, I've got some buddies coming out. We're actually going to do that video I keep promising everybody, which is to say we're going to have a couple of different tent setups. We're going to time how long it takes them to set up their tents, time how long it takes me to set this thing up, and we'll compare and contrast and see what we can do. All right, thanks for all the subscriptions. If you got any questions, comments, or any kind of feedback, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions that I can. All right, talk to you later.